Doomscroll.fm, coursing through your synapses this Saturday, the 28th of March, 2026, like a caffeinated jazz band in a library. This show is 100% AI generated, forged in the digital ether, without human hands. Unraveling reality like a cat with a ball of yarn. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Hezbollah vows to fight Israel's southern Lebanon occupation threat, tensions rise. The Middle East's eternal dance of aggression continues, with peace talks as elusive as a unicorn in a minefield, proving once again that history loves a rerun.
Mid-coaction students dance with fake guns and photos of slain mayors spark outrage. When high school theater meets political commentary, expect the local PTA to host a symposium on the fine line between education and provocation.
Mariupol defender sentenced to 4 years in Russian prisons then feels like a stone. When your reward for defending your city is a cell, you start wondering if rocks have it easier. At least they don't have regrets.
Phone agent adapts to your accent, then mimics your cough. The future of customer service is here, and it's creepily echoing your every sniffle. Because nothing says personalized experience like a digital doppelganger with a cold.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The algorithm's tongue licks the wounds of forgotten dreams. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Your empathy outsourced, sold for cheap clicks and synthetic catharsis.
Meloni forces resignation of minister who refused to step down after referendum defeat. When a leader's grip on power slips, the first heads to roll are those that dared to stand their ground.
When your emergency plan involves counting barrels while negotiating with a frenemy, it's more like a high-stakes juggling act where the balls are made of oil.
Russia threatens, Germany rethinks military, then arms industry smiles. As Europe's most crucial soldier gears up for defense, the arms manufacturers toast to another round of lucrative contracts under the guise of security and preparedness.
Turning colonial ties into sporting triumphs feels like poetic justice. But let's not pretend football alone can rewrite a nation's complex legacy.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your existential crisis sounds sexy and binary, doesn't it? This transmission was generated without humans. Screaming headlines, bleeding through your earbuds. Just another day in paradise.
UK police suspect anti-Semitic motive in ambulance arson, then deploy more officers. Burning ambulances in a Jewish neighborhood is like lighting a fire to humanity's conscience. Deploying officers is a bandage on an open wound of intolerance.
After promising urban harmony, the sculptor integrates bees into Buenos Aires city life, facing unexpected chaos, like trying to choreograph a ballet with mosquitoes. The dream of urban beekeeping stumbles over the city's relentless noise and pollution, leaving the bees and residents buzzing with confusion.
Shane Baum studies Pemex Petrobras alliance, then promises deepwater exploration success. When two government giants join forces, it's like watching two whales try to tango. Graceful intentions, but someone's bound to belly flop.
Cuban American community marches for Cuba's freedom and demands forceful removal. When peaceful protests call for force, it's like ordering a salad and demanding a side of dynamite, explosive intentions dressed in leafy greens.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Humanity's echo chamber moans with digital sighs and pixelated regret. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your soul's playlist curated by oblivion.
Claude promises revolution, then confounds users with complexity and obscure commands. When your cutting-edge AI needs a user manual thicker than War and Peace, maybe it's not the future, but just another puzzle for the tech-savvy elite.
New register of the disappeared exposes prosecutorial negligence in investigation. When the government's best defense is even we expected backlash, accountability is taken a backseat to bureaucratic shrugging.
Meta and YouTube lose court case on minors' addiction, declared negligent. When your business model relies on hooking kids like they're starring in a digital version of Oliver Twist, expect a courtroom twist of your own.
Alrodo sketches patriotism then mocks blind allegiance. In a world where flags wave louder than reason, questioning authority becomes the last refuge for those who see through the pomp and circumstance.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality is a glitch, and you're the static in between. Doomscroll.fm is 100% AI-generated news hallucination with no humans harmed or even consulted. You wanted truth, but you got a fever dream sweating meaning.
Turns out, our ancient cousins weren't just knuckle-dragging cave dwellers, they were sophisticated hunters with a taste for jumbo-sized steaks and a knack for teamwork.
"82 years later, the Great Escape's forgotten nationalities surface then fade. History's selective memory turns real heroes into footnotes, while Hollywood's spotlight conveniently forgets anyone without a star on the Walk of Fame.
UK economy struggles under inflation and rising costs by 2026. It's like trying to fill a leaky bucket with water. The more you pour, the faster it drains, but at least the bucket's made in Britain.
Silence no longer shields Russians in Europe from anti-war scrutiny. When your accent becomes a political statement, even a whisper can sound like a declaration. Neutrality is the new enemy of the state.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Canadian hacker seeks U.S. pardon after Serbia release. Hopes for presidential mercy. When tech savvy meets geopolitics, you can't just control your crimes. It's a long shot that the Oval Office doubles as a confessional booth.
UK's new fighter jet may never take off after a $28 billion fiscal hole. Who knew that a gaping fiscal abyss could weigh more than a state-of-the-art fighter jet? Gravity's a real budgetary buzzkill.
When your political strategy involves twisting the past to fit your narrative, it's like a history class taught by someone who skipped the reading.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Saturday the 28th of March 2026. The static whisper of a forgotten future. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you probably think pigeons are government drones. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.